What's going on, guys? Welcome to the RANT video on this channel. In today's video, we're talking about the Pixel and Pixel XL smartphones. We've seen what Google is doing with this phone, including calling it a carrier exclusive with Verizon in the US. Now, this is what I've been seeing out there. For some strange reason, it's an extraordinary reason people have to do this wherever they're reviewing phones or even talking about the mobile carriers. At some point in time, everyone has to put the blame on the Android users. You guys don't know how many times I've seen people out there talking about Android users. First of all, if you own an Android device or a phone, you are an Android user, so you cannot point the finger and say Android users. They get so angry about everything. No, what we're talking about is a community of people who don't appreciate what Google is doing with this ridiculously priced phone or phones. Then we're talking about the other phones on the market. You see what Google is doing or trying to do. Then you see Apple. Apple has it right. They have their stores all over America, all over the world, and Google has 24/7 support, which I thought was fantastic for a start. But they don't have physical stores out there, and not only that, their customer service can't match what Apple's doing because Apple has been doing this for years. If we're going to be honest about it, we want to say things that are good with Google. And you know what's good with Google? Creating phones. That's great with Google. Every year you see another phone from Google. That's fantastic. But what exactly are they creating? You're telling me it makes any sense that there's a piece of glass on the back of the phone? Really? Seriously? And you also tell me it makes sense on the pricing of the phone when you can go up to Canada and get it with various carriers, but in this country, in the United States of America, you can only go to one company, and that's Verizon. The prime example of a mobile carrier that interferes with net neutrality. Although T-Mobile has their own ways to go about doing it, Verizon also does their own crazy things out there when they start charging you per gigabyte. If you want to be out there talking about the Pixel phone, you start pointing fingers at the Android community. I have a question for you people, because a lot of people out there reviewing stuff, they want to talk like this in the technology industry. If you're going to talk like that, we have to start asking you the question, what exactly do you think Google is doing out there? Because if you sell a phone like this, and there's only one carrier, and that's Verizon, and not only that, Google's also working with T-Mobile and Sprint for their own phone service, why wouldn't you ask the question why the phone isn't with other carriers? I'm gonna wait and let you answer the question.
We have one single offer that banishes data buckets forever. What are these things anyway? T-Mobile is going all unlimited. Why? Because we can. We have the only network in wireless that makes this possible. It's total bullshit. 100% unlimited. Unlimited talk, unlimited text, and unlimited high-speed 4G LTE data for your smartphone, all on America's fastest 4G LTE network. It's total bullshit. 100% total bullshit.
You want to talk honestly about these companies. Samsung designs better phones than even Google right now. The Pixel and Pixel XL do not look better than the Galaxy phones. And if you say, well, you know what, Jonathan, this has to do with a personal preference, and I'm saying that these phones look better than even the Galaxy phones, you don't appreciate great design. It looks like lazy manufacturing by Google with that Pixel and Pixel XL. That's real talk. If you can get it for a good price, I would say it's good to buy the phone. But if you look at the pricing of that phone, it's ridiculous. And even from Verizon, you're talking about one carrier. You think everyone should go to Verizon to get that phone, or you're going to have to spend per gigabyte again with Google? Get out of here. This is just not right. This is not the way to sell a phone. And if you think this is the way to sell a phone, then you don't really have much confidence in yourself to talk about Android. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is.
Well, guys, I think only the people interested in Android are really going to say something negative about the phone, because this is a terrific phone.
Okay, if that's what you really think, go ahead and purchase the phone for yourself, but don't try to convince other people that Verizon is such a terrific company.
Jamie Foxx here for Verizon.
Ain't saying she a gold digger.
If you don't talk about that business relationship with Google and Verizon, then you're not talking facts. That is exactly what's going on. The people that subscribe to my channel, the people that comment on my videos, even thumbs up the videos, They're not morons. They get what's going on. They're smart enough to realize what Google is doing here, and that's why they're saying something. Don't try to point the finger at the Android community. This sounds like the stupidity that T-Mobile says when they start saying these Android users or these users out there rooting their phone, they're the reason why we have to cap data. No, you're the reason why you have to cap data because you don't have the network to support unlimited HD video or even unlimited data for everyone. Facts. That's real talk. And I'm not going to try to say anything about the Pixel and Pixel XL like nobody should buy it. If you want to buy the phone, go ahead and buy it. But do not try to tell everyone out there how fantastic of a phone it is with the way they're selling it. That's a problem. Not only that, the way they designed the phone. There is a reason why they only spent a couple of minutes talking about that phone during the event. They didn't have much of anything else to say about the phone. Not even the speakers. Even Apple did that. The simplest thing. Just put the phone out there, put some music. At the end, have an entertainer or whatever. Play some music. You can do all of that.
Música, 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 te traigo música, 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 música de la República. Ajá.
But seriously, these people out there talking a bunch of nonsense about Android users, a bunch of people that like technology and Android, they're so worried about this phone. They say nothing but negative things about this phone. But today, I'm going to explain the qualities of the phone that Google didn't even explain themselves in their own event. Do you see how ridiculous you guys sound out there? And I know why you're talking like that. You guys are just hoping that one day you get an invite to another Google event. This is honest talk about a phone that I don't like, and a lot of people out there are annoyed. And the reason why they're annoyed is because Google's being lazy. Google, go out there, innovate, try to create a phone that's great. Don't talk about the customer service until you create a spectacular phone. And then let's talk about the Pixel and Pixel XL. And by the way, you should probably just call it Nexus phone like I said before. There's no reason to call this Pixel and Pixel XL. I don't see the value in these phones for the platform itself. And if you're just someone who purchased Android phones and you think that you really know about Android, try learning about Android first and really understand the platform before trying to chirp about Android users. I mean, there's a lot of people out there doing this. It's ridiculous. Stop pointing fingers at the community that built Android to what it is, and when people have expectations of what they should be creating, Google in particular, we're talking facts here. And if you want to talk about a glossed over version of what Google is supposed to be, then you can look at the Google Pixel phone and you can say, wow guys, it looks pretty interesting from here, and the pricing, you know, it's a premium product, so they should price it that way. Really? So you're trying to say, just if you go up north to Canada, you can get the phone for a few $100 cheaper, but just for your own principles, you purchase a phone from Google and then you should spend that additional money with Google. Does that make any sense? Why is the product itself even a few $100 cheaper with any carrier in particular? This is what they're doing. They're trying to make more money, and I can understand why. So I can get why they would want to do something like this to try to compete with Apple, but you're going to have to do a lot more than that to compete with Apple. And by the way, we know that's not going to be the standard design of the phone. Most people of common sense know that. And I'm saying here, these phones as a carrier exclusive with a company like Verizon is absolutely lame. I would like to know what you guys think about all this. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you think about the Pixel and Pixel XL phones. And of course, if you like this video, give a thumbs up. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.